Hey guys, welcome. In this part of the RSI Hermes ship testing and guide, we will check out the defense capabilities of the ship, do some engineering test, and a ship repairing guide. First, we're going to do a quick comparison with the Taurus. Because these two ships are very similar, both are medium-sized cargo haulers. And especially the Hermes. Yesterday, I fitted almost 600 ICU of cargo safely inside of it. So it can do some serious cargo hauling and commodity trading. And a good defense is very important for these serious cargo runs. And will the Hermes hold? Now, let's find out. First of all, the total health point for the RSI Hermes is 124,700 hit points. And the total health point for the Constellation Taurus is 139,740 hit points. So the Taurus has 15,000 more hull health than the Hermes. And I'm gonna add another comparison. For the Apollo Medevac, the total health point is 122,700. And the Medevac is a military version of the Apollo, yet the Hermes has a little bit more total health than the Apollo Medevac. The vital part for the Hermes is in its body with a 35,000 health point. And the vital part for the Constellation Taurus is in its neck or nose or body or tail. Each of these parts has only 20,000 hit points. And the vital part for the Apollo Medevac is 33,000 hit points. The armor for the Hermes has a 21,000 health point. The armor for the Taurus is only 11,200. So the Hermes is almost 10,000 more armor than the Taurus. And the armor for the Apollo Medevac is 19,800. And the armor of the Hermes can reduce the hull damage physical by 25% and energy by 40%. And the armor's own durability damage modifier, physical, the armor can take 15% less damage. However, energy, the armor will take 30% more damage. In terms of the shield strength, the Hermes is not great. It has only 4 size 2 shields. And if we were using all military grade A, FR76 for the Hermes, the highest shield strength is 36,960. But for the Constellation Taurus, it has 1 size 3 shield. If we're using the FR86 military grade A, the Taurus can have a total 66,000 shield strength. Not only that, the size 3 shield is a quadrant shield, and the size 2 shields are bubble shield. So the shielding of the Hermes is much weaker than that of the Constellation Taurus. Now, in terms of the offensive capability, the Hermes has 4 size 4 hardpoints, which can be controlled by the pilot. But as we all know, the Taurus has 4 size 5 pilot-controlled guns. And the Taurus also has 24 size 2 missiles. And the Hermes has 16 size 2 missiles. And for more offensive combat capability of the Hermes, we're going to be doing a detailed combat test in the next video. As for defensive capability is concerned, even though the Hermes has a little bit better armor and better vital part health than the Taurus, however, the shield is one big drawback, especially after Star Citizen implemented engineering for all ships. Because once the shield goes down, the ship components are in a lot of danger. So how exactly the enemy ship can damage the shield, hull, and components of the Hermes? Let's do an engineering test. Now, let's do a damage test. So I'm going to be shooting the Hermes with the Wolf 22, and this ship has lasers. Before we start, one thing I want to see is I'm going to use precision mode. I'm going to see if I can sub-target the components of the Hermes. So the component section of the Hermes is in the back as well as in the middle. So the back has 4 size 2 shields. And in the middle, it has the 2 size 2 coolers and 2 size 2 power plant. In order to sub-target them, you need to first target lock the Hermes and then use precision mode. Let's see if the components show up. I can sub-target the engine, also this one, and I don't see the components yet. Oh, there we go. Wow, it's really small. So yes, indeed, you can sub-target the shield, and it's in this position right here in the middle of the engine, this section. And all 4 shields are both left and right around here, so I can sub-target by pressing R. There is no indication for sub-targeting, so this is one thing I think Star Citizen should do something. In Elite Dangerous, sub-targeting is really easy, and you can see the information of which part you're sub-targeting. But in Star Citizen, it's difficult. Let's go to the normal mode. The only indication you can see is the highlighted color on my target MFD. So if I sub-target the shield, and now I can see that tiny little blue color indicates sub-targeting the shield generator. And now let's look for power plants and coolers. Okay, I'm gonna send Luke inside and stand right in front of the power plants and coolers. It's right here. Oh, it's really close to the bridge for the cooler and the power plants. There we go. Now, once you know where it is, it's quite easy to sub-target it. And this is one of the power plant. Sub-target. And now you can see the highlighted, that tiny little dot. Also, we should have coolers and radars and life support. I don't see them. Actually, this is the quantum drive. I can see the jump drive on top of it. So this is the quantum drive. This is the power plant. It's a little bit smaller. It's in a square shape. So you can target the quantum drive, jump drive, power plants, but not the coolers or the life support or the radar. But you know that the radar and the life support is really close to these power plants. So by shooting around this area right here, you'll be damaging them. And now let's test it. The main engineering section on the Hermes is in the middle, behind the bridge. It's where the power plants and coolers are located. And the engineering terminal is inside these components. So you have to open these doors. It's on the port side right here. So on the port side, you have 1 cooler, 1 power plant, 1 life support, and 1 radar. They're all size 2, and also a 2-fuse relay. On the right hand side, you have a size 2 quantum drive, another cooler, and the second power plant. And now let's use the engineering terminal. Right now, my ship has full shields on. So let's see how fast can I deplete the shield of the Hermes. And the Hermes has bubble shield. So you just need to hit 1 face of the shield, and all shield faces will be taken down. Fire. And 1 capacitor shield is red. Second one. And shield is down. Almost exactly 2 capacitors from the wolf if hit. And then it will deplete the shield of the Hermes. Of course, right now I'm using the default shield, not the military shield. With military shields, it's a little bit better. Okay, now I'm gonna be shooting at the component area. First are the shield generators. So with the wolf, the shield generator is not easily getting hit. My armor is taking down quite fast, but the shield generators are not taking damage at all, even though I sub-targeted the shields. Okay, change to the power plant. It's a quantum drive here. Fire. Okay, the armor is down to lower than 10%, but no component damage yet. And armor is down. Hull is 61%. And still no component damage. Hull is down to 7%. I'm gonna try from the top of the ship. Oh, there we go. No component damage, but the armor and the hull goes down really fast. After the hull went down to 0%, both of my power plants are dead. And if you're looking for the SRT canister, just go to the personal storage on the bridge. And 1 here, 1 is on the other side, personal storage. You have both the small one and the big one. Okay, now I can repair only the power plant. And you need to repair it to above 10% for it to become functional again. And ship is back online. And no other component damage. So I'm not sure what is going on. Or maybe the size 4 laser from the wolf is not penetrating through the hull of the ship. But that is very good. At least the components are very well protected. However, if the hull goes down to 0, that's the same thing as destroying all the power plants, right? And now I'm gonna be shooting at the ship again in multiple parts. I'm gonna damage it very badly. Pretend a scenario is doing a lot of cargo and then you run through the enemy line and your ship is getting hit a lot. But it's not destroyed. Once you're out of danger, you need to repair the ship. So let's do a repairing guide. At the engine, shoot all other parts. Another factor we need to consider is the overkill buffer, and that amount we don't know. So I assume that for a big ship like this, the overkill buffer should be bigger. Overkill buffer is the last line of defense. If the overkill buffer is depleted, and then the ship will just go explode. And you can see there's certain pieces of the ship being shooting off. That's pretty cool. A lot of details. Yep, this ship must have a big overkill buffer because I've been shooting at the ship for a long time. And the ship is not destroyed yet. And not all parts are red either. So as long as you're not getting boarded once your power plant is down, unless like this, one of the engine is destroyed. I don't think I can repair that one. And now let's do a repair for the ship. Let's see what can we repair inside the ship. Oh, this part can be repaired. And yes, this part is damaged. Right now it's 97% repair. 98, 99, and 100. So this bridge elevator can be repaired directly from inside the bridge. And of course, all the components can be repaired. However, there is no component damage at all. I've been shooting at the ship for a very long time. But if the components are damaged, you can repair from here. And also, this door is damaged. But this door, the interior door, cannot be repaired. This happened to other ship as well. I tried to repair this door, I just cannot. It says no power, means it's damaged. But can't repair it. Oh, this tractor beam can also be repaired. It's at 52% health. Repair this tractor beam. And 100%. Oh, nice. Also, the tractor beam base turret can be repaired as well. It's at 98%. And repair. Now it's 100%. That's good. The rail cannot be repaired. Come over here. And these will be the shield generators. They have absolutely no damage, but you can repair them if they're damaged. And this last part will be the back ramp. So right now it's at 0% integrity. If you just repair a tiny little bit. Now this part is important. If you just repair a tiny little bit, you can close this door. However, the door control does not work. You see, no power. So for all the doors, even though under the part integrity, you don't see the 10% repair buffer, but you do need to repair this door to above 10% in order for you to use the buttons again. This is true for all the doors. So right now it's 10%, and now the door control works. So this one I tested in the PTU in different ships. And this is true for every single ship. Also for the docking collar as well. The next part is, can we repair the hull from inside the ship? That's a negative. I cannot repair any part of the ship hull from inside the ship. Okay, go out of the ship. So this is a main thruster. Now I can repair this main thruster. The main thruster has the top thruster and the bottom thruster, but they are one part. When you repair it, you repair both of them. 68%, 69%. Wow, takes a long time to repair this. Also, you can repair this main thruster. First, you can repair the entire thruster like this. Right now is 0%. Now 1% and 2%. You can also repair this individual thruster here. Integrity is 50%. Repair 51, 52. So the thruster repair is really slow, especially the main thrusters. And this one is a main thruster. Now this one is I think is the hull of this part. It's not a thruster when you repair it. You also have this little part in between the thrusters. This is also another part of the hull. Also this part as well. Wow, this ship is divided into multiple hull parts. You can also repair this all these individual small parts, like the little fins here, and this part, maybe it's part of the armor for protection. Also, for all the maneuvering and the VTOL thrusters, you can repair them individually. So this one is the bottom VTOL thruster. You can repair it to 100%. And maneuvering thruster right here, another VTOL thruster. This one is damaged. Then you can repair it. And also the elevator right here. Same thing as the back ramp. If you just repair a tiny little bit, you can close it. Oh, actually, the door control works for this one. I think this elevator is divided into two parts. This is the inner part. This one works when you press the button. This one is 100% health. However, for this one, it does not work. But can we go inside the ship now? Go up. Oh, my head. Oh. Actually, we cannot go inside the ship. Wow. So this thing is blocking you. And same thing as the back ramp. You do need to repair this one to above 10% health for it to be functional. And then you can go inside the ship. Let's see. 9%, 10%. That's it. Now try the button. There we go. Now both parts of the elevator works now. And here you can go inside the ship. So that 10% is very important for all the doors, including the elevators. So on top of the ship, you also have these maneuvering thrusters. You can repair them individually. Also the remote turret, the guns, you can repair them. And also the remote turret base, you can repair them only from the outside of the ship. Also, this, I think this is the radar. It can also be repaired individually. Repairing. Yeah, this part. You can also repair the individual missiles, but not the missile rack. So the vital part of the Hermes is in the body. And is this the main part? If I do a repair, I see the orange bar is moving very slowly. Wow, takes a very long time just to repair to 1%. Finally, 1%. And check the engineering terminal here. Yes, that's the main hull. Right now, my hull is 1% integrity. So this highlighted part is the main hull of the Hermes. The body is a little bit toward the front. However, in real practice, how many of you repaired the main hull of a ship? Especially the big ship like this. It's gonna take a long time to repair. With that time, you can just fly to a station to repair it, right? The most important thing we need to repair is the thrusters, especially for certain ships. If you cannot control the ship, you need to find out which maneuvering thruster is broken and repair that if you can, to restore the flyability of a ship. And then are the doors and elevators. Make sure the buttons are working and doors can be controlled. As for the main hull, it's best not to repair it, because if you repair it and got damage again, your power plant health will go down to 0 again. So in practice, it's best not to repair the main hull. If you can survive a battle, repair the engine, repair the elevator, and then take the ship to a station to repair. And also, you have 4 main engines. So even if the rear thruster like this is destroyed, I think I can still fly the ship to escape from a combat. Let's see if I can bring the ship to a station. I can still make a quantum jump like this, even though it's not looking very good. My speed suffers a little without the 2 main engines. Oh, cannot control the ship. Oh, I just hit the ground. And the ship is disabled again. I better not be in the armistice zone, then I'm in trouble. Because I just repaired the hull with 1% health, and I hit the ground, the hull is down to 0 again. So now my power plant is dead again. So that's the reason why I don't repair the main hull once it goes down to 0%. It's more trouble than good. When I repair the power plant again, above 10% is good. Okay, now I can go land and repair. Oh, pretty bad major torque imbalance. Okay, landed. 19k to repair. And ship is repaired, even though we still have the bug that certain parts it still shows as damaged, like this part. But the ship is at 100% health for armor and the hull and components. Alright guys, so this is it for the RSI Hermes engineering test and the repairing guide. After this test, I am pretty happy with the defense capability of the ship, even though the shield is a little bit lackluster. However, the hull HP as well as the overkill buffer can compensate for that. Especially for some reason, the components are not taking a whole lot of damage once the shield is down. Plus, if both of the side engines are destroyed, we can still fly the ship and bring it to a station to repair. Not like the Constellation Taurus. Once 1 or 2 engines are destroyed, the ship will be sent to a spin. But for the Hermes, you can pretty much fly as usual with some kind of a torque imbalance. So in terms of the defense capability of the ship, I'm gonna give a score of 4, and it's pretty decent.